Hi guys, it's Belle here and it is Monday, which means of course it is Margarete Miller Monday. So we are on week 7. Please do use that hashtag both here on Instagram and YouTube to see what everyone is doing. And if you've been following me, you will know that I like to do seasonal type ones. Last year I kind of touched on those a little bit. Especially at the end of the year. I did month-long seasonals, but this year I'm starting out the whole year and I will be doing a seasonal-ish theme to the pieces that of whatever that month's season, or you know what I'm saying. It's been a long week, guys. Anyway, we are just going to get straight into it. We've got a flower, a receipt with a printed logo, something with metallic ink, something with wings, something stapled, bonus a coffee or tea stain. So as it was Valentine's, the week just gone, the week of this that I'm doing the memory for, because again, hello, if you're new here, I am also doing memory keeping each week. Hold on. And I'm really starting to love the scrapbook feel of this one. And I think if, like me, you've been doing Margarete Miller for a while, this will be my 4th year, it's good to mix it up. So last year I mixed it up by doing index cards. The year before that I'd added a few photos, even though it was in a journal, but I'd added a few photos a few times, depending if there was something interesting that week. The week of making it had was. Oh, what a word, honestly. And this year, as I'm working in a journal, I've changed the size of journal, and every single page is going to have a photograph and be memory keeping along with the prompts. And hopefully that means for those of you out there who may not have done Margarete Miller before, or may have done it but have thought, oh, I don't want to do it again because I'm just doing the same thing, even though the prompts are different, it may give you a different way of working with it. So I want to get on with this. I do quite like the blue flowers. There is the prompt flower on there. And my photo actually has blue on it, although it's a completely different coloured blue. Do I want to cover it completely? I love this blue paper, but I don't think it fits. Let me think about that anyway. So we're going to rip and tear some. It was a very difficult week last week, guys. It might have been Valentine's, but it was a very difficult week on a personal note. 2 of our kids ended up in A&E, which to you guys in the States is ER, the accident and emergency. They ended up in there. Both of them were very lucky. My son had an accident at work, which I don't even want to think about how dangerous that could have been. Yeah, that was frightening. Where is my large guillotine paper trimmer? And my daughter developed a health condition, which again could have been life altering. Thankfully they are both okay. It's just so hard, isn't it, when your kids are away from you, so you can't get to them as easily as you would like. That still doesn't look straight. Both my daughter and son live away from home, and both an hour in opposite directions. So he had gone into A&E a few days before, and yeah, it was his first time ever kind of in A&E completely by himself. Normally he's never gone for himself before. He's always gone with family members. And yeah, it was a lot. And he was scared and I was stressed. And his dad was at work with a car. Oh my gosh, come on, glue. It just doesn't want to work for me today. Hold on. Okay, working now. Honestly, I just cleaned this nozzle out. Well, sorry, it was a few days ago now. So yes, we were waiting to make sure he was okay, and anyway. And then he was meant to be coming home the day he ended up in hospital anyway. And he still came home and stayed with us for a few days. One, because he'd been planning to come home anyway. He had something he was doing this way. And he decided to still come home and just be at home to make sure that everything was okay. He just wanted to be home. And to be honest, I was thankful for that, because I just wanted him home. And then we made the best of that situation, because he was home, which is lovely. And then and we had a nice time. We actually watched North by Northwest, the Alfred Hitchcock, because my son... We could have this more this way. It'd be upside down though. If I had it this way, the heart... Well, actually it'll work that way. That's better. And then this will go on there. My son hasn't watched all the Alfred Hitchcocks. He's watched some. I've watched them all in my lifetime at some point or other. So he'd saved it when he'd been down during the Christmas period, because it was on... And so he just decided, shall we watch this? And I was like, yeah, that'll be fun. I haven't seen it in ages, so let's do that. And so that is what we did. Let's put this one down. And played some games. We played a new game, actually. I brought it for him for Christmas, which was... The Truth Is Out There. It's like a tabletop game. If you've ever played Catan or Horrified, which I know I've spoken about on this channel before, because we are a board game family, it's very like that. You're kind of trying to track down creatures, aliens, what are they called? Cryptsu, like Bigfoot and everything. My brain is not working. I am so tired. Cryptoids. And yeah, it was just really good. It was complicated to begin with, but once we got the hang of it, I mean, it was halfway through the game before we realized we'd been doing something wrong. But once we got the hang of it, we really enjoyed it. So we got some good time in, which is what matters. And actually, thankfully, I'm just having a cup of tea. He was okay. And then on the day we took him home, we got the call from my daughter saying, I've had to be taken into hospital, Mum. I'm like, oh, you are kidding me. She'd been telling me something, that she was struggling with something. And I'd been actually saying to her, you need to get someone to look at that. Anyway, yeah, so that was a very anxious day, because obviously I wasn't there with her. So yeah, that was an anxious day too. I was like, are you kidding me? Thankfully, she is also okay. Things need to be looked into and investigated, but it wasn't what it could have been, which, would not have been good. So... I phoned my other son up, because if you don't know, I've got 3 children. I phoned him up and I was like, whatever you do, don't do anything silly. Are you feeling okay? Don't do anything. I've had both your siblings in hospital, and I just, they say these things come in threes. Just don't do anything. So yeah. So obviously, running up and down, a lot of stress. It led to me having extremely high, because again, hello, if you're new here, I suffer with a severe anxiety disorder, which is what it actually is, severe anxiety disorder. And yeah, once everyone was well and my body could stop for 5 seconds, the anxiety decided to go, oh, everything's okay now. So now we're going to make sure that you're that all that stress is going to catch up with you, which if you have anxiety, you know that's just the way of it. It's just the way things happen. So, yeah, there is that as well. So, it all happened. I was exhausted, but also grateful that everyone is okay. I mean, that's the most, I might put that down there. That is the most important thing. So this is the receipt from the receipt. It says a receipt with a printed logo. I've covered this bit up because it says where the receipt was. But after all this and just before Valentine's Day, we actually went back down to see our other son. Both my boys live in the same town. They both attended the same university. My middle son's still at university there. And we went to see him because we do anyway. We go down regularly to see him. And also, after the week we had, I was extremely eager to see him. And we went into here, HMV, and they do this popcorn. We saw it over Christmas and it's kind of candy flavored. So I'd got my daughter the mini M&M ones because she loves mini M&Ms ever since going to America years and years and years and years and years ago. Now you can get them in this country. We had to special order them for her when she was younger. Not that much younger, but you know, years ago before they came in. And so they're doing, that would have looked better down there. So they had the mini M&M popcorn, and I picked up the Snickers popcorn for my partner for Christmas. And he loved it. And he's been going on and on and on about this Snickers popcorn. And the only place that I know that still does it is HMV, but they didn't have any our way. So when we went down to visit our sons, I looked in there, and they did actually have some in there. I'm thinking I'm going to stitch around this. It's going to bring out the photo. Yeah, so it just brings it out. Anyway, I went in and decided he deserved a treat because he had been at work the whole time all this was going on and was making sure he had cover just in case, and I was keeping him updated. But obviously I was the one that kind of knew what was happening and that everyone was phoning. And he, I'm trying to work out, I might want to do like a bottom tuck this time. And he was the one that I was trying to keep informed, and he was getting cover and stuff in case at any point we had to quickly go to one of the hospitals. So yeah, I thought he deserved a treat, so I went in and got him. But the funny thing was that you can just tell it was one of those weeks, because as the lady was trying to get the receipt out of the till, the receipt just crinkled up, almost like a concertina, which would have looked fun on here, but it would have given dimension, and I'm trying my best not to do too much dimension. We know that won't last. I'm trying to find, hold on. Okay, I was trying to find this. So we've got printed logo. That's all we've got at the moment. We will be doing more. It's fine. So I wanted to do, I think I'll keep you because it's Valentine's Day. So I thought that might be quite cute. And when I was going through, if you watched my Valentine's declutter video, you will know this is one of the stickers that was in there. And I thought, let's use it. Same with the paper. I've got it, and instead of not using it, I'm using it. This needs to go in here, I feel like so, which means that bit needs to be glued down, really. Let's put this in, and then let's look at where I could glue this. Kind of here. Or do I move it over? No, it's too messy there, but there's something I want to put there. So maybe I do move it over. I don't know. We might actually staple it on top. That'll be interesting because I haven't done that before. And it does say something stapled. We could try and staple maybe the, if I rip and tear it to give it some interest. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. We'll come back to that. Okay, something with wings. So I have these stickers. These are from Pebbles, Icons and Phrases. 732733. They're Valentine's themed. And I'll tell you about the decluttering in a minute, but I have been trying to reorganize. And in my sticker box, I actually came across these. Well, these are paper aeroplanes with wings. And I just thought, how cute is that? Because it's something a bit different. Could have it down here. And it's something with wings. And I thought what would work really well with it is the rub-ons. My Tim Holtz rub-ons that I love. The Tiny Text Remnant rub-ons. TH93695. So yeah, so it just made me laugh because I thought, of course, this is going to play up too. The sweetest thing, maybe. I think, oh, we've always got this one. Let's have a love. Love you to the moon and back. Okay, let's have that one. Why not? Yeah, so that made me laugh that crinkled. And to be honest, we'd had such a stressful day. Again, you would have heard me say we don't really celebrate Valentine's Day. And I don't think I said really why. I mean, one, I'm not overtly romantic. It's just not very me. My partner is. But also, I just really believe that you should always be romantic. You should always be... maybe I'll just put love you to the moon. I don't know. Love you... Where would that go on? Love you to the moon. Love you too. Yeah, you should always be spending time with your partner and doing all that kind of thing. And I find it a bit weird that everyone makes such a big thing of that day. And that if people go, well, if you didn't get me flowers, if you don't get me, then, you know. And I think, but aren't you just doing things all the time? Because I know that's what we do. So Valentine's Day just seemed like a bit of a... I don't want to say like corporate holiday, but it seemed very that way because we just do it all the time. We're always romantic. We always spend time together. And I just think it's silly to just make such a fuss of the one day. So that's one of the reasons as well. But we did decide after the stress that we had, it was the day before, so it was the 13th of February. We normally do a little something, like we'll have a nice meal at home or something, but we said, you know what, it's been such a stressful time. Let's go to one of our favorite restaurants. And it's a Lebanese restaurant, and let's just have a nice evening, you know, let's just go there, then wander around and look at other things. I was like, yes, please. So that's what we did. We went to this Lebanese restaurant, and we normally get like the meze, which is a bit like tapas. So if you don't know, it's like a selection of little dishes. We had fattoush, which is a gorgeous Lebanese salad with pomegranate molasses, and it had, oh my gosh, it had crispy flatbread, almost like croutons in there. They were divine, and it's got like a little spice. It's nice. We had patata hara, which again is spicy Lebanese potatoes. Oh my goodness, I love them so much with herbs and stuff. Had to get a giant bowl of hummus. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Then we got a helping of halloumi in honey and fig and rose and pistachio. And when I tell you that this is one of our favorite things in the world to eat, I mean, we could eat 2 plates of it each. We are very good, and we get 1 plate of it. It really is. I mean, I grew up with halloumi, and it's one of my favorite cheeses in the world. But this is like the food of the gods. It is divine. And then he always gets his Lebanese wings, and then we get hot flatbread with olive oil. Oh my goodness, guys. It was beyond needed after the week we had had. Grateful everyone's okay, but it just does take its toll on you emotionally. And in between all that, I've been trying to reorganize and declutter. So this is a stencil. It does not have a number on it. I don't know where it's from, but this is going to be my tea and coffee stain, which kind of works because of the fact that we went to a restaurant. I'm trying to work out which one I want. So yeah, it was much needed. It really was. I'm just using walnut stain. And that was our little, I really like that. We're going to do it here too. It was our little treat to ourselves and a way to just think, oh, that doesn't show up as much, but it is on there. A way to just think, do you know what? It was a stressful week, but everyone's okay. And that is realistically all that matters. So yes, when I say it was stress, it really was. I also do not like things unorganized. And at the moment, because I craft in my living room, my whole living room is taken up with massive boxes that I am going through for my crafting, which is causing me a lot of stress. Now, one of the other things is, so we've got a receipt with a logo, the metallics coming, something with wings, tea or coffee stain. I do have my stapler, so we are gonna staple something. And then one of the other things is a flower. Now there is a flower on here. It says a flower, but 2 flowers would work just as well, do we not think? Because why have one when you can have 2? I think these are really pretty actually. And it brings in some of the same colour as here. Yeah, so that's going to go there. That'll tuck under there, which is quite good. I need it because this bends. I don't know if it will bend when I get it in there, like whether that's necessary or not. But, and also I feel like this kind of greeny blue picks up the greeny blue here, which I think works. So we've got a flower. I feel like we need a couple of hearts on here or a little arrow. I love arrows, and we've got arrows there too. And I think I'll keep you with the arrow. Or do we want it down here? Wonder if we put it on the back of here, and then we could have that sticking out, couldn't we? And then I can still write on the back. I'm not going to see the week on it, but I don't need to. So, yes, that's what we did. So we did go out and treat ourselves for Valentine's. Oh yeah, I like that on there. Still going to move around quite a bit, but that's okay. So we still did that. I'm wondering if I want, like, we got these little cookies or a typewriter. I don't want the typewriter, I don't think. We got peanut butter and jelly. I feel like that's very us. I might just put a couple of hearts on here. Because I feel like it's looking a bit chaotic as it is, so I don't think I need too much else. So anyway, we are grateful that everyone is okay. I feel like I want to staple something there, so I think I will. Actually, why don't I do that now? We could bring in some of this, and we can make a little, like a banner. And yeah, the chaos of the crafting. I mean, I've got some of my boxes sorted. I do have that, but it's just trying to work out. There's things that I know I want to keep, but that's, I'm not sure what box they're going into now. I have managed to completely de-stash 2 whole boxes worth. And these boxes, like I said, are 12 by 12 by 12. So I have managed to do that, which I am super happy about. I'm wondering if, I don't think I have any more of that other paper left. No, I used it. Okay, well, we'll have this. We'll go around it in black pen. I know one of my black pens isn't working, so I'm hoping it's not this one. And there's just chaos everywhere as I'm moving things. I'm trying at the moment to not exactly declutter, just kind of go through a box, kind of get rid of a few bits, and then just put things in a new themed box rather than just being shoved in where there is no theme and I can't find anything. And then what I will do is then I'll go through each of those boxes. But it does mean there is chaos in my living room right now, and I hate that. And it's just the overwhelmingness of you suddenly look at your craft stash and think, is all of this actually necessary? And you know what? I want to put a little X on that one because it looks like a little kiss. We'll put one there too. So something stapled. We've got our little banner. And obviously now we need something on the banner. We could put another flower. Little heart biscuit. I think the little pink hearts would be quite cute on there. We've got quite a big pink heart. Let's do that. That would work on there. That is cute. Okay, that's pulling in some of the lighter colours too, which I like. And we could just get another couple of... Oh, we put that one down there. It came off, that's why. I hate it when you pull a sticker off and it won't go back on its sheet. Like, that really annoys me. Just make it so that it goes back on the sheet. How hard is that for them to do? Because, you know, as crafters, we're always like, will that go there? Will that go there? So just make it that it goes back on the sheet, please. I like that. We could have another little teensy pink one, because why have two when you can have three? So, I'll tell you why you have two when you could have three, because it just gets a bit chaotic otherwise. Maybe we'll put it by that. Maybe we won't have it on here at all. Maybe just down here. No, it's not going on there. But what might go on there? Have I got a teensy red one? I don't think I do. Oh, that's irritating, because I could have put a little red one just there. Let's see what that looks like. I've taken 3 off now and they're going to fall about. So that's fun. Yeah, I like that there. I wish we had one of these, a heart in that colour, but we don't. We have giant ones in that colour, but not the one that I want. So anyway, we went to our favourite restaurant. We made the best of a very stressful week. And now the last thing that needs to go on here is, it says ink. What does it say? Metallic ink. Something with metallic ink. Well, the thing that's going to go on here is some metallic ink. I'm not overthinking this. I'm really not. This is my Winsor Newton in like a bronze gold. Just doing a little bit. Like I said, I'm grateful everyone's okay. And we made the most of it by them going to our favourite restaurant later in the week. But between the decluttering and the stress and the worry... yeah, it was just, this is glue and I don't like gluing onto that. It was just one of those things. So yeah, you've got to make the best when things are stressful, but also yeah, okay. That has the ink on there. It will settle right now. Obviously, it's a little bit wet, so it looks a bit thingy. So let's pull this out. Actually, I've also decided, while the ink's wet, obviously I've decided now, is that I'm going to draw some lines around this as well, because you will see it And I just think it helps it stand out a little bit. I think this is the pen that's slowly running out. Let's grab the other pen. Have I got another pen? I will get organised. It will happen. But right now, it's just overwhelming. I really don't like mess. But on the other hand, I am grateful I'm going to be able to find everything I want when I want it. And I've come across several projects that I'm thinking, oh, I can't wait to do those projects, you know. Now they're all going to be in one place and I'm not going to be just thinking, yeah, that really adds to it actually. So that's it, guys. Let's pull this out again because I'm so sorry. I'm so tired. A flower. We've got a flower and other flowers. A receipt with a printed logo. Something with metallic ink. We've literally got metallic ink splatters. Something with wings. A paper aeroplane. Something stapled. A banner. And bonus, a coffee or tea stain. It will always be tea with me. So, yeah. It's a bit more chaotic than last week's. I feel like it doesn't blend quite as well. I don't know if that's just because of the very bold patterns in the background. But also, that's just... Maybe we put like a number on here. I was going to say that's just the way it is when... maybe we put like 14 on there. Or 13. I don't know. I feel like we've got really bold black writing up there. And maybe that's what it needs down here if we do 14th. Because it is for Valentine's, isn't it? So we could do that. I'm wondering if I actually want a square or something to put it in. Or whether I'm going to put it straight on to here. That's what I'm wondering. I think I'm just going to put it straight on. If I don't like it, I'll cover it up with some more paper. It's that simple. Yes. So the organising is taking longer than I thought it would. I don't know why I kidded myself that it would be quicker. It's been a couple of years since I did a big declutter like this. And so all other projects have been put... I feel like it needs to go here. We're going to cover up that heart a little bit, but that's okay. All other projects have been put to the edge, which is a shame because I was working on 2 journals. But I can't work on them while I'm decluttering. I need to declutter. That's where my head is. Okay, that's interesting. Why didn't that go on there? That's okay. That's when we bring in our Posca paint pen. If I can find it. How to craft when you are not at your best. And there's a little white line in here as well. So I'm going to keep that with the pen. And there we go. Fixed. Ta-da! I still don't know if I completely like it. But I think I'm too tired to make a proper judgment. So I'll be fine. Insomnia really does not help with everything else. I know it's because it's chaos. I cannot sleep when there is mess. It's just something I've never been able to do since childhood. So I think my brain's going, there's all this going on. Let's process it all whilst also reminding you that there's chaos everywhere. Go tidy it. Right. Well, that's it for today, guys. What do you think? I still think it's nice, and it's keeping with the theme of making sure that I'm crafting in a seasonal way for different celebrations, seasons, festivals, everything like that. It's still memory keeping. It's not my favorite one. Yeah, I much prefer the others. It's kind of up there with the first one, but the meal was good. It was delicious. Oh, honestly, I need to make that halloumi. I think I've put myself off making it because if I learn to make the fig, honey, pomegranate, because it's got pomegranates on it too. Pomegranates and all the Lebanese food, which I love pomegranates. If I learn to make that, it's going to be one of my most requested dishes, and we will, one, get sick of it, and two, it's not the healthiest for you between the cheese and the amounts of sweetness. I mean, my partner could just eat plates of this. He has a very sweet tooth. And so, yeah, it's just a nice little treat. I may, as like a surprise for him later in the year, learn how. It's simple to make it, but I'm just saying, you know. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching this very chaotic and tired video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I really hope this is inspiring some of you to either pick up Margarete Miller again if you decided not to do it this year, or to do it for the first time and see that there's so many ways. There's so many of us doing different things. I've worked on index cards. I know there's a creator who I'll leave linked down below who is working on coasters. There's people working in journals. Everyone's got a different way of collaging. Some people are very artsy with their collaging. Some people are putting just your normal grab your paper and bits collages, which are still hard to do together. I'm doing memory keeping / scrapbooky type collages. Like, there's so much out there, guys. So I hope it's inspiring you to look at collages even in a slightly different way in your journals. I will be back again soon with another video, hopefully after sleeping better. And until next time, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.